On this episode of A Beer and a Bet, we talk all things Mitch Beer Racing, Horse of the Month for June, staking plans. George Carpenter drops in to join us, plenty of banter and a couple of laughs along the way on this episode of A Beer and a Bet. Hello and welcome to A Beer and a Bet, and George Carpenter, he's here with us as well, special guest. Beery, stable's flying.
Huge. Some say dry July, not around here, bro. It's steaming. Things are steaming.
Still in June.
And so they needed to as well. We had a dry January, February, March, April, May. Yeah. But now we're going good. Oh, it's not even July yet. It's June.
It's funny you mentioned it. We actually had 4 winners in April because I was looking back at Horse of the Month, which we haven't announced for a while. So good to see we're finally back. Georgie, you've always been here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I live here.
What happened to your nose?
I was canning Blessed as around, just putting her in amongst a few horses, and she got a little fright and tossed her head and got me right on the snoz.
Probably deserved it.
Yeah, everyone sort of
Takes
said
the
that.
focus away from his head anyway.
How about the picture? There was a shot of Georgie bringing, I think it might have been Butterfly Style back in.
Oh, the Calvin Klein shot.
Yeah.
Girls' weekend.
Oh, Girls' Weekend. Shout out to Mossy and the crew.
Yeah.
And George had the suit sort of just like half out.
Oh, man.
There's a bit going on there, George. Have you made that your profile picture yet?
Don't worry about him. Can I just say, I get this, George left the races and he messages me. He's like, oh, there's this girl that took a few photos at the races today, and I don't think she wants much money for them. Can we buy them for like the website and that? I'm like, yeah, no dramas, mate. The first one that lobbed. Oh, Calvin Klein himself over here.
Now, George, hand on heart, had you seen the photos before the order went in?
No, not at all. But that one was free. That was like a little bonus.
Yeah, okay. That's good. And Beery obviously got charged for the other ones.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Always lose, Beery.
Find a way to lose. Speaking of horses,
we didn't lose on Saturday.
No.
Oh, what a great day! Big shout out to the club who had their first crack at a new day. It was a mental health day, specifically men's mental health day, and we were lucky enough to be in the function there. They got 370 people for their first crack at the lunch, and we donated a little share. 5% share in one made 12,000. They climb over trees to have one with us. And
say that again.
I said people climb out of trees to have one with us.
No, 12,000. How good
for 5%?
Good on you.
Huge.
Well done for raising that.
Yeah, that was huge. And we had a couple of winners. Beery had a little something on Girls' Weekend, paid for barley. Huge. 12's out to $36, so they must have seen that I was backing it.
So I got on radio on Saturday morning and they asked me for my best bet anywhere. And I said, Beery's got one going around in Kembla called Tears for Fears.
I
think they'll jump. I think they'll jump, lead, and win. Be nice and positive on it. And needless to say, stablemate Butterfly Style got up and got the job done in what was a good win. Unfortunate for Tears for Fears, but the kicker was Gareth Hall was on, and Gareth Hall's brother calls up. He goes, "Oh, Mickey Ganner's the best. I love him. He's just like always tipping us in the winners." And Gareth goes, "Mate, what are you talking about?" He goes, "He tipped us in the Beery's thing in the third." And he's like, "Mate, it's come second." He's like, "No, it's one." So he's back Butterfly Style. He loaded on it.
Oh, how good!
Yeah.
Something,
mate. Did you have the strength to watch the head on when the barriers opened with Tears for Fears?
Yeah,
just got absolutely polished. Did a big job to run second. Tears backing up from Tuesday,
where it went enormous.
Little cash cow.
George and I dropped her at the paddock on the way home from Maru after it got beat. We were filthy, kicking the front of the car, threw her in the paddock. She was there 2 days. Acceptances came out for Kembla. There was only 5 in it. Couldn't get in the car quick enough to go and pick her up. Another 8 fatties jump in. What a great world.
I'll be checking the bill, making sure that hasn't been, that's your error, not mine, George.
Oh, I mean, she was working. She was trotting around the paddock.
Yeah.
But it's been a good weekend, girls' weekend, butterfly style. Lightly Sparkle got the job done at Canberra. That was a pretty good, pretty gritty win there, wasn't it?
Really good. She's been really unlucky, and her form, reads well, but she stuck her head out when it counted, and yeah, she should be able to go on with the job now. Um, good to see like Salonius breaking through. Darn Deadly
Darn
as
deadly.
well on Tuesday was terrific, and a horse that didn't win, but I reckon he's gone like a winner. Was Dumaby yesterday, first up, never been placed first up before. Had his first start for us yesterday in a decent enough 68 grade. Only beaten the length third. I reckon he'll improve out of sight. I'm pumped about him. I think he's a genuine midweek, midway city class horse. I really like him.
He's gone good. It's as good as he's gone.
Bullshit.
Mm,
Oh, huge.
not bad.
Huge.
Not bad. What's been
I'll tell
happening
you
in
who
life
is
with
going.
Georgie
I'll tell
Carpenter
you.
down there? Have you got Beery on the fitness regime? Have you been back to the gym yet?
Nah, he's not going back. He's a one-hit wonder. So
B52s.
winning and being done. Yeah,
Beery?
no more.
What's news? We got new stables, new boxes down there?
Didn't B52s have two good songs?
Or are you going to go back to the gym again? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying that might have been a really shit call because I'm pretty sure B52s had Love Shack and Rock Lobster as well. So
Oh, I
yeah,
think the question
sorry to
is:
pull you
Is
up.
Rock Lobster a good song?
We'll let the punters decide, but I think it's a great song.
Okay. Talk to me
Um,
about the new boxes.
yeah, we've just, as I said before, they're climbing out of trees. They're climbing out of trees to send them down to the Gong. So we've just taken on another sort of 15 horse barn pool walker there. So probably doing a little bit more of our own pre-training, bringing it in-house and just having here in the beach. We had a couple other places pre-training and, they're doing a great job. But, now we've got George, myself, we've got some terrific track work riders. Um, we've got the staff and the people to do it here. So it's nothing like having our own horses under our own roof. And, it means we've got to continuously tighten the ship and keep the knife sharp. And the horses that aren't sort of cutting the mustard, they've got to go. And it's a good position to be in. But geez, we're pumped for the new season. Like the 2-year-olds that all sort of trialed or had one start and we put them away, they're all sort of back in this week. Ruler Den, Grand Carousel, two in particular that we really like and they're back in now and they're going to be nice horses
This
in
will put
spring.
you on the spot, Mitchell and Georgie, and I'll have a crack at this as well. You get one of those 2-year-olds coming back in to choose.
George and I blew about this
Oh, I'm not shocked. George would argue with himself in front of the mirror.
every day. Yeah, every day. Yeah, we've got our own Will Friedman down here.
Yeah. Imagine those two.
Mate, Will
Oh,
Friedman. I will answer your question. I'm not stalling for time. We had to go to a lecture
yeah.
on a seminar on Monday to get a veterinary seminar. Sat with Will Friedman. The lady started talking, giving her a speech. Within 12 minutes, he'd had 4 pages of notes. Then at halftime, I had a little recess. He got up and cornered her and just started like I was just lecturing the lecturer, and it was so funny. And then at the bottom of his notes, I just started writing the lyrics of Eminem, "Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling." And then he came back. He did not find it anywhere near as funny as what myself and George and Blake Ryan thought.
No, that's
But,
great. Yeah.
but it was great. Yeah, he was very. And then he turned to me at one stage and said, "Why don't you take some notes? You might learn something for once."
Well, he doesn't need to. You don't need to because you can just call Will.
I've got Will. Yeah.
And that's old egg
And
sandwiches.
where there's a will, there's a way. And that's where that saying was made. Our mate Will Freeman. We love it.
All right, I'll kick off. I'll go rule it, and
You think he's the best?
he will be the best.
I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right. But I think Grand Carousel won't be far off him.
Georgie?
I like this little one that you wouldn't have even seen yet, going called Pariah Time. Just a yeah, he's
Nothing's a secret around here, is it, Georgie? No.
no.
Wow.
There'll be a long beep sensing. Yeah.
No, he's really nice, and
I
they
think
bred him.
Georgie
They Mitch.
underestimates the amount of access I've got, Beery. Go on.
Yeah, I think that they bred him, Berry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
homebred
yeah,
horse.
yeah. He's really nice. He came in and he was scared of the riders on him, and we put a lot of time and effort into him, and he's really furnished. His work's really good. So yeah, I'm really excited for him.
Exciting
I'll tell you who's
times.
the other. I'll tell you the other sneaky is Dirt Baller.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Everyone's forgot about Dirt. Not me.
Trial winner by 5.5.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's right. I
yeah.
haven't forgot.
There's
And
so much to
where
get
do we go
excited
to
about.
with these horses? Like, how far away are they from getting to a race?
No, we literally we trialed all these 2-year-olds. Grand Carousel had one start, and we put them all away and brought them back. So um, you know, not unfortunately, but fortunately, like we lost probably one of our better 2-year-olds who's gone to Hong Kong. But that's all a part and parcel of racing. It was a good result for the clients and owners, but he would have been a nice horse. But yeah, all these, George, I was honestly going through it the other day. And I know you hear trainers say it all the time, but far out. Like the next season and for us is just going to be huge. Sunrise back in work. I am lethal
Yeah,
on his Wagga Town Plate 2026 journey starts today. It's
fantastic.
huge, huge,
Old ice boots carpenter.
He loves them. He'll die in those icebergs.
mate. If this bloke buys one more ice machine, I'm cast every second week. Beery, oh, there's a new one. He's addicted to them. It's like a meth lab of ice machines out there in the shed. He's just got them all running at different times, and that's like Breaking Bad.
How many you got, George, in operation?
Oh, we've probably had three, mate, three or four. Just
Yeah, because
Sounds
he
like you on the
blows them
Gold
up.
Coast.
yeah, letting them rip. No, I love it.
You know, and there could be business model in this. You can buy ice making machines, and then you can just sell the ice. So why don't you lob one at the end of Kingston Town Drive there? Away you go. Mitch Beer Racing
Mate,
Ice.
if it was up to him, he'd be putting ice boots on fucking Larry after he does half a lap in the backyard. As soon as they break into a trot, George has got the ice boots on it. Loves it.
Loves
We don't
the
have any
ice.
ice to spare, Gano.
Water. So I'm not sure what education level you got to, George, but water.
That's
No, I'm
Queensland.
saying we don't have any left to give to anyone.
Oh, gotcha. Well, if we get one of these machines, we'll take this offline. Or if anyone knows anyone that has a machine, could be a business
Yeah, we need
opportunity.
our ice machine sponsor
We'll give you 5% in something.
or a key to that chest down at 7-Eleven.
Oof, expensive.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
How's the new frozen yogurt place going down there, George? You mentioned it the other day. You're excited about the opening.
Yeah, no, it hasn't kicked off yet.
Oh, no.
Still a month or two away, I believe. But yeah, I'm really excited. I honestly cannot wait.
Speaking of
You
exciting
know what?
things, so
This
you think?
this podcast reaches a new low every time we do it.
Yeah,
I take half an hour out of my day,
yeah.
right?
Like
We
because
do a
your
little,
time's the only important time here.
we do a
Yeah,
little
no one else
running
does it.
sheet about to talk about important things, and I don't see no frozen yogurt segment here on my sheet. Okay, let's
You know,
move on.
I had to go back and look for horse of the month, which we'll go early, which should probably quite apt with a bunch of people we have here anyway for June because Butterfly Styles dominated proceedings in June with 2 wins. But I was going back and speaking about going off script, and George had to tell a joke, and it was back to, and it got me all ends up. It was back to the Woolworths days where you were his father. And
Oh yeah, I was
That
thinking
was.
that one as well.
I was just in an absolute just fit of laughter. Some of the great
That
off
was
script
quite
work.
funny.
Hmm. But
Good
anyway, good to
time.
see you're finally lifting, Beery. So you think Colt gelding?
Yeah, started breaking in. He's a beauty.
Hmm.
Half to a Caulfield Cup winner. I think there's about
John Walker.
30% left in him. So if you got a bit of time on your hands, he's not going to be a 2-year-old. But yeah, I mean, out of not half, it's out of a Caulfield Cup winner. So yeah, really, really looking forward to him.
And you didn't want to talk about this one, but Steph will kill me if we didn't. The Proisir Colt broken in. We've got some footage of him coming up now. I don't know. I suggest usually reasons why you don't want to talk about them is because you want to keep them for yourself.
No, I'm just, you know what? Sometimes, like that Schnitzel colt that we
Hmm.
brought last year, he was the hardest one to sell, and he was one of the last horses, and we still had a quarter left in him. And I said to Steph, "Don't worry, just we'll just deal with it."
Yeah.
And he ended up getting sold on that, and he's probably our best 2-year-old. So I think there's like 20% left in the process, and I actually said to her, just she's like, "Oh, make sure you mention it in the podcast. It'd be nice to get him finished up," which is great. She's doing her job. But he is such a nice horse, and that stallion's having a bit of a quiet run, but he's a proper stallion. And come spring, when they all are winning Oaks and Derbies, um, he'll be steaming. I honestly reckon he's one of the nicest types of we've ever purchased.
Beautiful. Love it.
Here we have Gangster's Paradise on the inside with Palos de Lago on the outside.
Yeah, team, Palos de Lago. Look really happy with him this morning. Kind of working along nicely in company. He'll be in a small saddle tomorrow. Probably another 10 days. He shouldn't be too far off going back to the paddock, but look really pleased with how he's going. Got a great attitude, moving along nicely, good in the mouth. So I'm very pleased. Thanks, guys.
Horse of the month for June. Well, Butterfly Star.
Yeah, she's been great.
She's been
What
great.
a great little find by our man Gano. I didn't like it. It had one start.
George wouldn't have
first
liked it
off
either.
As a 2-year-old filly. I didn't like it. I rang Jamie Mott about it. He's like, "Yeah, it's all right." Gano was doing cartwheels over it. And then I'm like, "No, in Gano we trust. In Gano we trust." So what we paid, 20 or 24 grand or
20
something.
something, yeah.
And she came, trialled enormous, had a little setback. We had to give her a few months off, brought her back, and she's terrific. To go back to back, $50,000 maiden at the Sapphire Coast and then go to the provincials and win off the back of maiden. The numbers would be against her. And
They don't do it, do they? It's quite rare.
No, it's so hard to go country to provincial class 1. It's so hard. And did it with authority too.
Yeah. Won well. Georgie, there's a couple of horses in here. You may not recognize these names, but we'll go through because we've only got one more month to go. August, Apollo Mission. September, This Is the Moment. October, Artful Persuasion. November, Clever Art. December, Blessed As, the one that gave you a nice little kiss there.
Yeah, my girl.
Grey Secret, probably my favourite horse in the stable, January 2025. Galimi.
Oh, that was huge when he won.
Huge.
I was at a wedding in Melbourne.
Yes.
I was at a wedding in Melbourne because I took that horse to Cowra on a Sunday.
Don't we know?
1,000-meter maiden. And I was like, oh, this is going to be like stealing from the blind here.
Wheat
like,
off blind chooks.
Just money for jam. Went out there. It was flat to the boards and got its ass handed to. I don't know how it ran third. Got beat like 6 lengths, ran third at Cowra. I got back in the car and I was like, I can't do this for a living because I can't sustain this. This is so bad.
It was nearly the last bet I ever had.
He bobs up at Kembla. I said to the owners, listen, he's $12. I think he's a great price. Like, I don't know what happened to Cowra, rah. So everyone sort of was pretty keen. And I was at a wedding. I was sitting at the Cross Keys Hotel. Lucky for some, unless you're a member of the Moran family, unlucky for them. But Blew out to $26 and won. Made that wedding fun, I can assure you. I was
Remarkable
steaming.
stuff. Most definitely did.
We might edit out that Moran family comment because I don't need it. I don't need a Molotov cocktail running through my window.
Kembla's too far to go, mate.
Nah, there's none of them left anyway.
As long as you don't have any exercise bikes, you'll be fine. Sunrise went in March and April. She went bang, bang, running a
Back to back.
track record and then winning a midway. And then Scissor Mid Timbers in May, butterfly style there. One more month to go in July. Well,
I reckon I Am Lethal will get July just for how well he pre-trains.
Just for his work around the stand.
His work around the stand.
Electric. So since George has been here, he's nominated I Am Lethal for March, April, May, and June. So the big chance he'll get a nomination again. Hopefully he can get the job done. What else we got, fellas? What else is happening? The Gong Day, 50 names Steph's already got, and there's no tickets for sale yet. Nothing even exists other than we know what's happening. And
We've upped it this year. We're going to get another. We're going to be able to fit closer to 300. Huge.
Wow! Imagine how much money we're going to take off Warren now.
No, I've spoken to Warren and I've spoken to the club. Private bookmaker. He's going to be in the marquee.
Can he take doubles this time?
You'll have to speak to Warren. But you want to get all those fucking hats embroidered, I can assure you.
Steph at mitchbracing.com.au if you want to. What would you call it? You're a kind of a muser operator. What do they call it when you
pre-sales?
Pre-sale. I can aim down for the pre-sales. Won't be any cheaper, but hey, at least you'll be guaranteed a ticket.
What's like a concert that you've been to that you really enjoyed, like in your day?
I saw Kings of Leon when they opened for Pearl Jam. 2000.
Not bad.
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I'd say that. I'd say that would be the one. Yeah,
that's your highlight. Unreal.
So Wolf Mother in Newcastle probably would be top 500.
Mate, you can see Wolf Mother
You can see him at Wagga RSL now.
Yeah, far out. Any grand final, any B grade grand final, they're there.
Yeah,
it's like saying I saw Eskimo Joe.
Yeah, like Daryl Braithwaite at the Valley or something. How about you, George? Zach Bryan?
Mate, I'd rather see my own eulogy than fucking Daryl Braithwaite.
Yeah, Zach Bryan was all time. But Mitch and I and Katie went and saw Meg Mac. Maybe a fortnight ago at the winery up at Gerringong. It was unreal.
Thanks for the invite.
And butterfly style one, and then we ripped into that.
And we ripped into the Shiraz as well.
Yeah, and then we drank Shiraz like it was water.
Through a straw.
What a time to be alive.
Beery, what's the number one concert you've been to? Because I reckon I've caught you sort of left field there with the Kings of Leon. You didn't expect that, did you?
No, I have seen Kings of Leon.
Before they were
probably my favourite concert that I ever been to is I saw Group Love at the Church Hotel at the Corner Hotel in Richmond.
Who?
That Group Love is a band. I didn't go and witness Group Love.
Good.
And probably one of my other favourite concerts that I've been to is Brian Ferry and Roxy Music.
George is just Googling Brian Ferry.
That was probably one of my favourite concerts I've been to. Yeah, bit left field. I've been to all the festivals. I've done it all, Gano. But yeah, they're ones I've liked. Didn't get to see David Bowie, but
here's one for you. If you could go back and watch any concert, and you probably just answered that, I would go INXS Wembley. And you'd hate that, which is perfect because I don't want you to. You're not coming with me anyway, and you'd go and see Bowie.
I'd see David Bowie. His Ziggy Stardust, or Spiders from Mars. Any of that would be unreal.
George, any sort of Wiggles stuff? Or?
I would do Queen at Wembley.
Oh, we could just go back. We could just go back to back. Night.
Queen at Wembley. What a time to be alive that would have
been. That's Queen. I've potted Queen before on this show. But they are the butter chicken of music.
Nah, mate. They're so good.
They're just, everyone gets it. Everyone likes it. It's fucking.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
Like you
With a
barred
little
me.
Mitchell.
George, are you still at the shops?
Yeah,
Make sure you get some Max. I just remembered as well.
Some what?
and Pepsi, Matt.
Ah, that's very
That's what they say. A house without Max isn't a home.
It's a good point you make. Any runners coming up this week? Besides Midway, drawn the car park.
Yeah, that's all right. Got a great jockey in Michaela Weir. She rode him terrific last start.
She rode a winner
she'll-
in town on Saturday.
Yeah, she's flying. Yep, she's flying. So
Airborne.
we are looking forward to him running. He just doesn't know how to run a bad race. And he deserves his crack. He's been set for the race. So be happy. And we've held a few back because it's going to absolutely piss down next week.
Isn't it?
And we've got a few wet trackers ready to launch. Sesame
Right.
Timbers back on a heavy. So stay tuned.
Any others?
No, quiet week. Very quiet.
Righto. I'll give you $100 each. Spend it how you like. You can go buy some Pepsi Max if you want, George. You can use the change, $6.75, $50. Anywhere you would like to go.
I'll just go each way on Presides. He doesn't really know how to run a bad race, like Mitchell said.
Mitchell.
Well, we only have one runner. So what?
Any
else
runner,
is-
anywhere, any event, golf,
Well,
darts.
I don't look at outside because
Yeah.
I'm too focused on our own stuff. So no, I don't know. I'll just
Want to lay Rory McIlroy in the British Open or something like that?
of course,
Yeah.
he's a dog and he deserves nothing. I hate him.
Shout out to Rory when he comes out to the Aussie Open. We'll work on that meet and greet.
Fancy paying that fucking whinging, whining sook to come out here. He couldn't be further than what the Aussie people want to see.
Yeah, he
I'd
will.
rather give Peter Lonard $5,000 to come out of retirement, see him chop up and shoot 110 around there.
He's still playing, Pete, in the seniors.
Oh yeah,
The Legends Tour. That's where I'll be in 15 years.
Just
You'll
send
be
him a
caddying.
photo. You'd pass him 4.
Settle down, mate. Settle down. Fluzio in the Tats Tiara. There you go. That's me. That's a beer and a bet. Anything else, Dad?
Is that Queensland Carnival still going?
Still going. J-Max up there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have been on
Man.
Presides, but he's got prior engagements.
Yeah, they do that.
Until next
Peace.
time. See ya.